Hello everyone, welcome. This is Miss Magic Animations, here presenting a tutorial on how to download add-ons and install add-ons for Blender. Now, add-ons enable Blender to do all kinds of fun things, and I was recently asked this question on, well, how do you install these add-ons and how do you activate them? So there are different methods of going about that, but essentially what we want to do, well, first of all, let's look at what the add-ons can do. So go to File, User Preferences, and here, under add-ons, you have all these add-ons. And some of them, you have like all user enabled, and user is essentially you, the person who has put in these add-ons. So we will go into how we can put these add-ons. Now, what we want to first do is, actually, how you can find these add-ons is you go online. So let's open up Google and type in Blender add-ons. Now, there are a couple of sites where you can go for add-ons. The first one that I would definitely go to is Blender add-ons list. This has a very comprehensive list of all kinds of add-ons. So here, you go to this website and you see the description of the add-ons and the web link and the download. Yeah, all these kinds of add-ons. So I'm going to install this add-on because I haven't gotten this one. So let me go here. And here you can download. Yes, keep. The reason why the computer is asking, hey, do you want to keep this? This might damage the computer. It's not that it damages it, but rather because it's in a Python code. So now you want to go to Blender User Preferences. Sorry. Install from File, and then find it. Add Mesh Grading to. Install from File. And there, you see? Now you have an add-on, and you can enable it by checking right here. Now there's also another way of doing it, where sometimes you'll find add-ons where when you go onto a web link, it'll just have the code, but not all compressed into a Python. Now I'll see a great example of this. Okay, here's a website for an add-on from Japan. Hold on, maybe it would be probably easier to go to download. By the way, I really do recommend downloading all sorts of add-ons from the author Ishidoru. The person actually... here's a perfect example. Okay, this is a perfect example of an add-on where you have just a list. You know, it doesn't have like a download. So how do you enable a Python add-on if you only have letters? Well, what you do is you copy this list and then you paste it onto a script in Blender, and I'll show how it's done. So first, I'm going to left-click and drag all the way down. Right-click, copy, and then go to Blender. See? Nice Blender. And then I'm going to change this window to Text Editor. Text Editor is where you can make all kinds of scripts on your own if you just so happen to want to make any. It's also a perfect way for you to be able to copy and directly paste on add-ons that you find. So right here, you just want to press New, and then right-click and paste. See? There you go, a long list. Now the thing is that when you have made this, you want to be able to save this text. into a Python script. So what you want to do, first I'm going to look at like what the overall name is. So I'm going to title it pocketmeshmaker.py, and it's important that you put in py because that'll be the Python format, because otherwise it's not going to read it. Without the .py at the end, it's just going to not recognize it at all as a Python. So pocketmeshmaker.py. There. And now you go to text, save as, and what I did was I made my own specific folder just for add-ons. Because one of the things about Blender is that in the event that you update to a new version of Blender, most likely it's going to get rid of all of your user add-ons. So you have to reinstall all of your user add-ons. So what I did was I specified a certain folder specifically for add-ons, just so that I don't have to go back online and keep searching for all of the add-ons again. So pocketmeshmaker.py, and go to add-ons for Blender and save as. Perfect. And now you want to go to your Blender user preferences, install from file, add-ons for Blender, and then you want to find your Pocket Mesh Maker. Pocket Mesh Maker, Pocket Mesh Maker. LMNO. There you go. And then install from file. See? And then you can check that little box. And that's how you do it. And what you can do is you can save the settings that you have in your add-ons Blender preferences by checking whatever you need to, or unchecking and then clicking Save User Settings. So that way, every time you start a new Blender file, you don't have to go back and activate all the add-ons that you need to. You can save the user settings just as how you wanted it to be saved. But yeah, I don't want it to be checked, so I'm just going to click Save User Settings. So what I have here, I have all kinds of user settings enabled. It's a very, very long list. And that's the great thing that Blender can do, is it sorts out all of the add-ons, you know, all of them, or only the ones that you have installed, or the ones that are currently enabled. Now the thing is that you can't, some of the add-ons you can't do anything with, some of them you can actually get rid of. For the user add-ons, you can actually remove them if you want to. But, you know, preferably I don't want to, you know. So, yeah. This is the end of the tutorial. I hope that you like it. Leave a like or a comment, subscribe, and thank you. Happy blending!